Joining me is Jacqui McWilliams-Parker. She's the commissioner of the CIAA tournament. And for those who don't know, the CIAA is the nation's oldest historically Black athletic conference. Jacqui, welcome. Before we talk about what's new this year, let's talk about the fact that Baltimore has hosted the CIAA since 2022, but the host city is up for grabs. Open bidding starts in April. I know Baltimore would love for the tournament to stay here, but I heard that Charlotte is hoping to get it back to North Carolina. What are your thoughts on all of this?
No, it's an exciting time for the CIAA and to be able to see the cities who are really interested in having us in your footprint. Baltimore has been great for us, and we were in Charlotte for 15 years. So, in our headquarters is in Charlotte. So, I'm looking forward to the opportunity for our member institutions and our board to vet out probably some of the most amazing and competitive bids that we will ever see in this next bid cycle.
Now let's talk about this year's tournament. It starts on February 25th and runs through March 1st. Of course, a lot of amazing basketball. How many schools are we talking about? And what's new this year?
We have 12 men's teams, 12 women's teams. So we have 24 teams coming. We've got 12 bands and 12 cheerleading squads coming. So we got a slate of students that will be here outside of the fans. But like you said, we start celebrating our student athletes on that Sunday with an event to celebrate them and their awards. But the games start on Tuesday and we go all the way through Saturday, alternating the schedule from the men's and women's schedule. But in between that is if you look at the schedule on CIAAtournament.org, we have so many events all week. You have to pick and choose where you want to go, but we want folks to come to the convention center. We have fan fests that are free to the locals and to all of our guests. Super Saturday, one of my favorite days on Saturday where the cheer squads are there. And then we have Education Day early in the week. That's going to be fun. Some of our events are just kind of staple to what we do in the tournament. The women's empowerment is pretty special in the Hall of Fame because this is our 50th anniversary of celebrating the women's basketball tournament. And I'm really excited about that opportunity. I mean, it took 50 years for us to celebrate the women's game, and it's growing. And what a better time to do it in the Charm City and with, partners and leaders who really care about the work that we're doing with our women's programs.
Let's talk about the significance of that milestone and how it will be commemorated.
Yeah, I was a former basketball player at Hampton University, and I got to play on one of the three teams that have ever won a national championship for HBCUs. And Virginia Union was the first to win in 1983, I believe. We were at 88, and then Shaw University in 2012. We have done a call out to all past members of our conference that many of them are in the MEAC, but they're still family. For them to come and be a part of the celebration of this women's game. We have church night on Wednesday, so we really have engaged our community and want folks to see not just the celebration of our women, but also the men and the talent. The one thing that I pride ourselves about is the work that we do in the community, and that's part of the 50th as well. And we do it as a staple. We have a summit that we will do, a town hall summit on that Thursday evening, I believe it is, that will celebrate just the history of the women's game and bring our students and leaders together to understand the value of what the history is of the conference. And then, like I said, with the church night event, we have collaborated with churches in the city to help some of the displaced students that are in the city and give them a chance to go to some of our Education Day events and hopefully get entered into some of our schools with scholarships. I think the game is the big piece of what we do, but it truly is the center of connecting the community, celebrating the 50th anniversary in both our men's and women's programs, and allowing the city to be a part of it. It's pretty special.
Absolutely. So much to look forward to. Again, the tournament starts on February 25th and runs through March 1st. Commissioner Jacqui McWilliams-Parker, thanks so much for your time. We look forward to
Thank
following
you.
all the hoopla.